Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? King here, been back to you guys in a Defiance video talking about a new build that I came up with called the Sniper Assassin. The Sniper Assassin revolves around being stealthed the entire time, sniping from a long range, and just having a lot of damage in particular. It is a solo build, I might add, really good for running quests and highly fun. So let me drop into my character here real quick and I'll show you guys what I'm rocking for my loadout. You can see that I have a sniper rifle, EEC sniper rifle and an EEC HP7 Wildcat. Let me show you the stats on this real quick. This is the sniper rifle, 5,852 damage, fire rate 0.7, max size 11, reload speed 2.2, crit multiplier 3.1x, bloom 4.70, and then of course the base effect on the VBI is 20% chance of a critical kill to produce a cloak-like effect. Cooldown is 10 seconds. And I don't believe I have any mods on this currently at the moment. Now I have the Wildcat, which the basic effect is 20% chance on a full reload to give an overcharge-like effect. Cooldown is 10 seconds. Now if you're wondering how I ended up getting these weapons, they are from the Gunslinger DLC. I wanted to base a little bit of a build around the Gunslinger DLC, and I decided to come up with the sniper build. However, you can go with any form of EEC sniper rifles as well as any form of EEC pistols. They all work the same and they still work very efficiently, maybe even better than the ones I have currently, because the ones I have currently are only greens. The only reason I'm using those is because of the 20% chance proc on the both of them from the Gunslinger DLC. But this is the stats on the pistol. The damage is 1,627. Fire rate is 6.5, max size 15, reload 1.5, 4.2 on crit, and bloom is 0.26. Now let me drop into the Eagle Grid and I can show you guys exactly the perks that I'm picking up for this build and why I'm using them. Of course, the main purpose of this build is going to stay invisible and do high amounts of damage. It is a solo spec build, once again, I might add. So I'm going to be taking Cloak into Hunter Stance to do more critical damage while crouched. 9% crit multiplier. The reason I take this is because I'm going to be scoping out the area a lot, so I'm going to be crouched a lot anyway, plus I'm going to be visible, so they're not going to be able to see me, so the extra damage is really nice in the crit multiplier. Increased cloak duration, it's kind of a no-brainer. I'm using Cloak, kind of need that. Reduce recharge time of Cloak, yeah, no-brainer again. You'll do more damage while Cloak, and it's just all around the Cloak talent, of course. On a kill, extend the duration of active ego power. I get more duration on my active ego. I stay cloaked longer. You take less damage. That's when I don't have Cloak up or I happen to be hit while cloaked. I just need some form of survivability, as well as increase your health, 15% base health from the Fortitude perk. That's pretty much what that is. If Cloak is down, these two perks will synergize really well with each other and just being able to keep me alive, as well as this perk as you see here, Detachment. On a kill, you gain a Blade of Armor for 3 seconds. Cooldown is 15 seconds. 3 plates of Blade of Armor. This is really strong in any builds, I might add, just because the survivability is tremendous, and I think the perk is a little bit broken because I haven't seen a cooldown on this yet. But anyway, I also have Energy Leech. Killing an enemy recharges your ego power, 3% ego power recharge. So that's just basically so I can get my ego power to be up a lot faster than what it is currently. But enough about that. I'm going to cut the video here and then jump into some gameplay, and I will discuss how the playstyle of the build is supposed to take place and how exactly I go about playing this build. So I'll be right back. I am back. If I open up a map here, I am at a little tiny siege here, but I'm gonna drop into my weapon, reload real quick, then I'm gonna drop into stealth and just make sure I'm positioned accordingly. Let's get a nice little headshot, and then of course that's going to be another headshot. You don't actually have to get a headshot, especially if they don't have shields. You're pretty much good. That's why this is a solo build, because of the fact that when you're soloing, they're not really going to have any shields, and they'll only build up more armor plates when you I'm not going to look at him. I think that was pretty much it. They only build up more armor plates when there are more people in the area. That's why I like to use this as a solo build, because you don't have to worry about getting headshots and whatnot with just the sniper rifle. So you can get body shot and still get a kill on that. And to remind you guys, the sniper rifle is not modded out. Of course, when I'm on the ground, I want to be using the pistol. just because it will actually benefit me a little bit better than trying to do no-scope headshots, because in all honesty, they're not that effective in this game, I will be honest. And I want to save my stealth in case I get overrun, or if I get, whatchamacallit, or if someone shows up and I just need to reposition myself, which is pretty much the same thing as overrun. And you can also drop into stealth like you just saw there, and being able to crouch down for the extra crit percentage, and then snipe in the middle of the field, which is kind of nice, but in all honesty, if there's a multitude of guys, it's gonna kind of really suck for you. Of course, I still get the crit percentage even though I'm not stealth because I am crouched. I just don't get the extra damage boost from the stealth because I don't have it up at the moment. But I will just peek around the corner here and body shot you and kill you. And these might be headshots. I'm not too sure. I'm not really paying too much attention. I'm just kind of... That was my mistake. I'm just kind of going about body shots at the moment. There you go. And of course I got the cloak from the synergy perk on the weapon. And that's why I cloaked. I didn't actually have to pop it, which is kind of nice because I think it's still... I'm not too sure about the gunslinger abilities and how the effects like blur and overcharge and cloak exactly synergize with your perks that you have set up, but I'm assuming since I'm dropping the cloak, I'm still getting 30% on that shot. I'm not too sure. There we go. Killed him. What's nice about the pistol too is it gives you a really form of high mobility, so you can just kind of go about killing people really fast and then get a faster reload on it, and then just being very efficient overall, which is really nice. And with the sniper rifle you can just kind of reposition yourself and just being able to snipe guys from afar. So it's a really fun solo build because it's a lot of diversity within it, and it's actually a very unique kind of gameplay style that you can kind of go about doing. Of course, it is only solo. It's not really meant for a team orientated kind of fight. You could kind of do it, I guess, but I wouldn't recommend it because the shields are so freaking high that it takes forever. You'd probably do a lot more consistent damage with a semi-auto assault rifle, or just a grenade launcher, or something of the sort that just consistently does high amounts of AoE damage, or just high amounts of burst damage within a short period of time, because that will be used in order to take out the shields and whatnot. The only reason I can run this with solo again is because of the fact that there are no people here, so the armor plates on the enemies will not be increasing. And what's nice is too is that they'll only be able to generate a form of armor plates when they're in combat for a long period of time. But since I am sniping, I'm not even in combat yet, so it actually increases my survivability. Not only my survivability, but it lowers their survivability as well, which is really nice. And there you go. And of course, I don't know how much damage I can do to this big guy. Enough to kill him apparently, which is really nice. And let's find out. Boom, baby. And once again, you don't have to get headshots, but if you can go for headshots, you might as well. It does take a little bit of practice to kind of get a good feel of this and how to do it, but definitely very fun to use. Especially if you do end up actually having Gunslinger, because then you can get the synergy perks with those. But of course, you don't have to have Gunslinger in order to do this. There are more powerful weapons that you can use for this, to make it a lot more efficient. But I'm just using the Gunslinger ones once again because I like the perks that are on the Gunslinger. What the fuck? The perks that are on the Gunslinger DLC itself. The Gunslinger DLC weapons itself, I should say. Let me climb up here real quick, and then I'm going to stealth. And now I position myself a lot better, so now I can just kind of drop into crouch and then get the extra crit percentage. Of course, on the stealth I'm getting the extra damage potential, and then of course if I land a headshot, I'm also getting more damage. But with them being spazzy and stupid like that, it'd be kind of stupid for me to be going a headshot on those guys. But anyway, you can pretty much see Of course, I was the top, there was no one in my area, and it was a solo kind of gameplay here, but you can kind of just see how you can kind of go about using this build and how effective it can be in a solo area event. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Not much to it, really. Pretty fun, pretty enjoyable in my opinion. So if you like, I'd highly recommend going and try this out, and just post in the comments once you do, and tell me your take on it, whether you hate it, or whether you really enjoy it, or whether you just find it idiotic and stupid. But hey, I guess that's your opinion, and I'm totally fine with that. And everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but hey, doesn't mean I have to like it. Anyway, guys, let me show you guys the perks real quick. If I drop into the ego grid one more time, I took Infiltrator, Hunter Stance, Cloak, Shadow's Core, Shadow Strike, Killing Spree, Cellular Armor, Fortitude, Detachment, and Energy Leech. And the weapons again I have is an EEC Sniper Rifle and an EEC HP7 Wildcat. And that is pretty much it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and have hopefully learned something from this video. If you have, feel free to leave a like. It really helps me out. And yeah, that is pretty much it. My name's Scott Kingle. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys real soon. Later.